In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to sculpt a face on a mug. The first thing you're going to want to do, step one, is sketch out the face proportions on your mug. This is a really important step because often people make the nose too big and then there's no room for the mouth, or the eyes look too small or too big. This will just really help us plan out the size of everything. Now we're on to step two, score and slip your nose. Now, when you're attaching and sculpting this nose, make sure that you reference the tutorial video that teaches you how to make a realistic looking nose. You're going to follow those same steps in order to create the nose on your mug. And just as a reminder, what you're going to be doing is taking a teardrop shape and then attaching two nostrils onto the sides. Make sure to play around with the size of the nostrils, the size of the nose, and all those little details to make your specific mug unique. Now we're on to step three, which is to score and slip on a brow bone. Now, we didn't do this with the tutorial videos before this, but this is an essential step because it'll create the frame of the face where we can put the eyes later. You're going to want to also blend in this coil to soften the edges and create a unique shape to your mug. I kind of sculpt it so that I get some eye sockets and it just has a good feeling to it. Go ahead and watch to see what I mean. Okay, now we're on to step four, which is to sculpt the mouth onto our mug. Now, the same as with the nose, we're going to follow the steps very similar to what we did before. So if you want to use that tutorial video to help you out, please do. One thing that is a little bit different about this mouth, as you will see, is that I add some teeth to it. So go ahead and just pay attention to how I do this. Don't be afraid to add a little bit of clay when you need it in order to blend in any of your areas. Like for example here, I noticed that the bottom lip needed to be blended in more, so I just scored and slipped a little piece of clay to help me out with this. Now we're on to step 5. Go ahead and score and slip a little chin to your mug. It's up to you how big you want to do it. Maybe it's just a little small one, but just go ahead and add a chin. And you do this by score and slipping another piece of clay. Now we're on to what people think is the hardest. Step 6, go ahead and score and slip the eyes. Now when we're going to create these eyes, we are once again going to follow the general steps that we practiced before making this mug. Now, just as some tips, in order to get them the same size, make sure you take one ball of clay and make the eyeballs at the same time. That will make sure that it is the same size. Don't fully sculpt an eye and then do the next one. Go ahead and score and slip each eyeball and then do the eyelids after. Okay, now we're on to step 7, which is to create make these like thick coils that we can attach for the cheekbones. And we're gonna wanna blend these in a lot. So even though we put them on, you may wanna remove some clay, just really blend them in. We don't want it to look like they're just coils stuck onto the face. Now we're on to step 8, which is to create the wrinkles, eyebrows, or any other little details that you might want to add. This is when we're going to really try to fine tune the expression. Remember, eyebrows make a big difference in the expression or emotion that the face conveys. Okay, so here is my finished face mug, and now it's ready for the kiln.